Hello and welcome to Council Recap, where we take the content of City Council meetings and give you the breakdown. I'm Jennifer Murillo. The meeting began with a presentation by Chief Robert Fager, Detective Derek Limbacher, and PSO Mark Lindberg, introducing the Pink Patch Project. The goal of the project is to raise awareness about breast cancer. Over 200 agencies participate in the program nationwide. 100% of the proceeds from the sale of the pink patches will go towards the program. The next presentation was by Detective Jerome Michaelzak, giving fraud protection and prevention tips. With the recent trend of identity theft, he reminds everyone to be cautious of any suspicious calls from individuals or groups claiming to be the IRS. If you receive any similar calls, make sure to report it to the Tax Inspector General website. The next presentation was by Doug Krause and Beth McDonough on behalf of the Golden State Water Company, presenting the process of the upcoming Bodger Park area and Holly Glen area water main improvement project. The purpose of the project is to improve water quality and water reliability for decades to come. The next presentation was by Chairman of the Public Funds Oversight Committee, Haydar Awad, with an overview of public funds and the impact of budget cuts for the years 2018-2019. He stressed the importance of creating new continuing sources of revenue for the city and urged residents to vote yes on Measure HH. The next presentation was by Mayor Alex Vargas, recognizing Velvet Marshall for her donation to the city of Hawthorne. Marshall was awarded a proclamation for her recent project with the city, painting a mural in Ramona Park, which depicts Hawthorne's history and pride. In the resolution portion of the meeting, resolution number 7941 was approved, creating an on-street handicap parking space at 12508 Manor Drive to only be used by the physically handicapped. Resolution number 7942 was also approved, creating a 2-hour parking limit on the east side of 12910 Yukon Avenue between the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 7 days a week. In the public hearing portion of the meeting, Council opened the public hearing for resolution number 7943 and voted to continue the public hearing to the December 12th Council meeting. If passed, this will allow for a construction of a new double-faced digital billboard at 14901 Inglewood Avenue. Ordinance number 2148 had its second reading and was approved. This will prohibit non-medical marijuana businesses in the city of Hawthorne, while putting regulations on indoor-outdoor cultivation of non-medical marijuana within a private residence. In the ordinance portion of the meeting, ordinance number 2131 had its second reading and was approved. This would allow for the transfer of a petroleum pipeline franchise from ExxonMobil Oil Corporation to Torrance Valley Pipeline Company and Torrance Pipeline Company. Ordinance number 2151 had its first reading. This ordinance would establish the boundaries for the runway protection zone overlay at the Hawthorne Municipal Airport and will prevent structures seen as a hazard to air navigation on nearby land on the eastern side of the airport. In the city manager's consent calendar, the agreement between the City of Hawthorne and the Union Pacific Railroad Company was approved. This will upgrade both the railroad preemption system and the railroad crossing to the latest standards. The sixth progress payment to Martinez Landscape of Sylmar was approved and would be paid for by the approved gas tax Measure R and weed abatement funds. The sixth and final payment to Sequel Contractors for the intersection improvement project on Aviation Boulevard and Marine Avenue was approved. This will be paid for by the Measure R grant and Proposition C funds. The first progress payment to Shannon Corporation of Downey for the local street improvement project was approved. This will be funded through the Measure R grant and Proposition C funds for the grinding, removal, repavement, as well as any necessary improvements. In the discussion action items, Council voted to direct staff to prepare an amendment to the city zoning code, requiring any future specific plan applicants to conform with already existing standards. Thank you for joining us for Council Recap. Remember, you can watch City Council meetings in their entirety by going to www.cityofhawthorne.org/council-videos. We'll see you next time.